Hey guys, LongHaul Larry, and we are in the black truck, and we are back to work. Sorry, I was reading some. Drove on down last night from the UP. Got back down here, got me a night of sleep at the house. Did some laundry, this and that stuff, threw the stuff in the truck, and ran on over here. One of the things I got in the truck is a clutch jack. The clutch in this truck is not good. So, the bus doesn't have a clutch jack. And there's no way in the world that I'm lifting a clutch. So I'm gonna nurse this thing back out there. We've known about it. On the way home, I knew about it, but we're gonna nurse the thing back out here and get it back out there, and he's getting a clutch and everything. We're gonna drop a new clutch in this truck, but we are loaded up. We have ourselves 40,404 pounds. It is a load of potatoes. They're like little bags of like little white potatoes that come in a sealed up bag. I think you just like microwave them or something. You know, you can serve them. They're just little tiny bags of them, and it's a whole load of it. We got like 1,176 cases of them. And this is heading out to Costco in Monroe Township, New Jersey. I have myself 1,000 miles to get there. And we are going to start making some tracks. Tracy got real sick up there. She was actually losing her voice. I heard from the last video. Her throat was really bothering her. A lot of pain. And she stayed up there. She didn't go home. She felt really bad, so she stayed up there last night. You know, she can work. All she needs is her computer, and she can work. So she stayed up there. I'm trying to see where I'm going here. I see a lot of trucks coming from this direction. I came from straight there, but let's go this way and see what happens. But I came on down. I have not felt sick or nothing yet. So hopefully I didn't catch nothing from her. Last time I caught COVID from her. So hopefully it's all good. I talked to her. She said she was feeling even worse. It's a nice looking building. Village of DeForest. It's a public service building. It's quite the fancy building there. Or public works building. But she stayed up there, and she's going to be heading down. I came down last night, and they were spraying that chemical stuff all over the roads. The stuff that, you know, it keeps ice and stuff from freezing. On the roads, and I passed quite a few trucks, actually, quite a few plow trucks spraying that stuff. So I kind of figured there was a storm coming in, and I woke up and I was kind of running around the farm there doing a few things quick this morning, and boy, it was cold and the wind was just howling. You could tell there was something coming in. And my mom, she came out. I told her I didn't want to, said she had some mail for me, and I told her I didn't want to see her, you know, because if Tracy's sick, I don't want to pass it on. So I told her to leave the stuff outside, and she left me some apple squares and my mail, and she opened the door, and she was all like, oh, hey. And I was like, yeah, you gotta stay away. She's like, there's a big storm coming in. I said, yeah, I saw the stuff spraying. So I told her, I said, don't matter to me. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. So I am going to take off and run a chunk of this tonight. Probably get into Ohio or something like that. Probably something like that. And run this for a bit. Try to get out of this icky stuff that's coming out. You can see the snowflakes flying. 290.94. So I guess I want to turn this way. It's actually starting to come down pretty good. Go ahead, car. Go ahead. You're not gonna go. I'm not gonna sit here and wait for you. She's starting to come down pretty good. Now maybe we're kind of done for the year. I actually hauled one of my snowmobiles back from up there in the UP. My snow bike up there, and Tracy was talking about bringing her snowmobile home, and I said, you know, you never know. I've seen snowstorms up there in late March, early April, so let's just leave them alone for right now. Who knows? Might get some big snowstorm, and then we can run on up there and go for a snowmobile ride on a weekend or something. So we left the snow bike and her sled up there. I brought my other sled home. Figured I'd bring it home, and since I was making the trip anyways, and then I'll I don't know, I might take my UCV up there next time I go up. I don't know. Find me a scale. Scale this thing out. I have no idea how this truck scales or nothing. And I don't have a right way scale installed in this truck yet. So I'm going to need to stop and get scaled here, see what the weight's looking like. Well guys, good midday actually. It's actually a pretty cloudy day and stuff, but we ran across, got through Chicago and ran across Ohio and everything. I actually ran across 30 all the way across Ohio, and then jumped up and jumped on the 80 at the end there and ran that into Pennsylvania about an hour or so and shut down for my break and took off. And I decided I'm gonna run an old route that me and John used to run. We used to run this route quite a bit. You jump off of 80 and you jump on this 322.99 thing. Come on down here to State College. And run this 322 up and over a mountain pass. I can't remember the name of the mountain pass, but it's a pretty good grade. But this will take me down to Harrisburg, and then I'll jump on 81 and run that on over into New Jersey up there to 70 and 8 and all that stuff. And run on over to New Jersey and stuff. I haven't been this way in years though. I got plenty of time, so I've decided that to save the boss some money and kind of run the back roads and stay away from the tolls and everything. So I'm trying to do this whole trip without tolls. I'm gonna hit it a little bit. It's gonna cost like $20 for this whole trip on tolls. There is going to be quite the little downgrade coming up. What's really funny is I got this blue, I think it's a Volvo. This guy was on 80 and stuff. He kept trying to pass me, everything else. But he can't go as fast as I can, and every time we come to a hill, he loses it, and I just pass him again and stuff. But then he goes down the hill and he just runs and runs and goes as fast as he can and stuff. It's pretty crazy. Guy's been trying to like drag race me the whole way. He's actually coming up alongside me again. He followed me right down this road. There he goes. Does this all the time. He comes by me, pulls in front, and then slows down. I've passed this guy, I bet you at least a dozen times. I don't know what his deal. Some people are just like that. They want to be in front, but they want to go slower. So you can see I'm catching him now. A pretty drive through here. If I remember correctly, this goes down to a single lane for a little while. And that's probably why this guy is trying to get around me again. I think there's like a Harley dealership out here and stuff. He used to go this way all the time. Me and John, when I was leased on with WL and he worked there and stuff, we used to bring loads from Wisconsin out to Allentown all the time, and we'd run this road all the time. Bring you back on top of the mountain up here. We're gonna climb up there and stuff. Yeah, right up here I think is expressway ends or something, if I remember correctly. Yep. Well guys, we have done our stop, did our walk around. Just basically I just want to check, make sure your brakes aren't all hot and nothing, which they weren't. I just got done going up a hill. I never kind of understand this. They want you to stop here, come up, and then stop. So that's going to heat your brakes up, and then you go down. But you can see the sign right there. Road information. There's a runaway ramp. It's 6.5. 6-degree curve, 6.5-degree curve, 8% downgrade. So it's a 20 mile an hour speed limit for trucks. So we're just gonna let her just roll on down, let the Jake do its work. I have her in, let's see here, 6, 7. 6th gear. It keeps the RPM right about 1500. Lots of power to slow the truck down and everything. Keep her at about 20 miles an hour. Basically what I'm doing is I'm kicking it from low to high on the Jake brake. So like right now I have it set up at low. It's gaining a little bit of RPM. I'll kick her on the high there and that'll drop her down. And then kick her back into low. Just going back and forth. Using a Jake brake, you'd basically need to apply a good amount of brakes, slow her down 5-8 miles an hour, and let her roll, do it again, you know, just kind of constantly going back and forth. That way you get pressure and then you roll for a bit and then it lets the air go through there, lets your brakes cool off. Came down this years and years ago. I came down this without a set of tires on the trailer. I actually got up top of there and I didn't have no, one of my hubs broke or something and I lost 2 tires. The hub, everything. It was just an axle hanging out there and it's late at night, there was nothing I could do sitting up there. There was no real room there to do any kind of repairs or nothing. So I had some straps and stuff like that. I strapped up the axle and so it'd be up in the air and be all fine. And I rolled her on down through here and there's actually a repair shop right on the bottom of this hill that I found and pulled in there, and they came in the morning and they actually had a used hub and put her back on my trailer and had some tires, some rims and stuff laying around there, and they set it all up for me. Away I went. Actually worked out pretty good. Probably wonder why I just have all these trucks just going by me and stuff. There's a couple trucks over here in this road on the left lane here. Speed limit's 20. Right here, it's nothing. There's no incline, but I just don't see the reason in it, you know. I mean, see, look at that guy out there now. Now he's slowing way down, slamming on his brakes. Got the car over there. I just don't see it. So let the equipment do the work. Roll on down. There's a big dam over here on the left. Let the equipment do the work and get her on down to the bottom and then take off. I'll pass all these guys going down there. Curve down here and then I can take off. So after this curve down here on the bottom, then it's all good to go. The cops used to, the DOT used to sit out here, sit on the shoulder and stuff like that. You come down, the trucks, if they were going fast like that, they'd have you pulled over on the bottom of this thing. But not tonight. These guys are flying down through here. I thought that said ADL on that blue Kenworth that went out the other side. Alright guys, we are good to go. Yeah guys, we're almost to Costco. This road is designed, you're almost to Costco. It is so bumpy, it's crazy. But we're almost there, right here's the gate. I actually slept right at this couple miles back there at a place that I have delivered to or picked up before over here. New Jersey's a pretty hard place to find places to park. And I've delivered to a place that had this huge lot and I've parked in there before and nobody's bothered me. And I looked at the address where it was and it was only like 3 miles away. So I actually went over there and parked over there last night. Got me a good night of sleep. I'm going to go over here and check in. And I have to unload this load. And then I have to reload another load going into loading up that's going back to Costco in Frederick, over by Frederick. Look at all these trucks over here to my right. This is their parking lot, where you're supposed to sit or whatever, I think when you check in or too early or whatever. How is that guy with that green with the flag all thing, that Peterbilt, how is that guy supposed to get out? How is the other guy in front of him supposed to get out? I don't get it. You can't even get into the parking lot. yard, walk back up with paperwork. Go, dude. Come on. Come on. I don't know. There's no way I'm pulling into the yard, I'll tell you that right now. It ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna end up getting in that yard and can't get moved. I guess right here. Like the best spot for me. Well, guys, we are unloaded here at Costco. I got a cough or sneeze or something. There we go. I don't know what that was. Unloaded here at Costco, and I am reloaded at Costco. I have myself, it only says 18,630 pounds. It's a full load all the way to the back door. I'm really surprised it doesn't weigh more than this. I'm just going to run it across the scale here. It's a free scale, so just run it across anyways, just to make sure. Alrighty. So we're at 11,760. $28,820. $31,600, we'll call it. So we're legal and everything. Tandems are a little bit heavier than dries, but that's okay. We're only driving a few hours back to the yard. End up going across the scale there. Got one scale we got to go across, but we are perfectly legal. So off we go. Heading back to the yard. See what the boss has all planned for me. And then I have one of the first appointments. Yay! Can we all go? Yay! I have yelled at the boss about this. He does these Costco loads and he 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock loads, you know, at the Costco there in Frederick. And that Costco at Frederick is actually not a bad place. It really isn't. It's actually, I mean, these Costco's are not bad places, to go tell you the truth. The way they do it with these pager system and everything, it's all good. It just sucks when you don't have the first appointment, because when you have the first appointment, it's really nice. You actually can go there the night before, check in, they'll put you into a door, and then either if you have one of the first appointments, they just put you right into a door and they give you this pager thing. You go to sleep. The next morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning, you open up your doors and you just back in, go back to sleep. When they're done unloading you, the pager goes off, says return to guard shack. You drive over to the guard shack, they hand you paperwork, give you your little printout thing saying that you've been unloaded, and away you go. It's awesome. When you don't have the first appointment, then you gotta park in a little parking lot. Then if you got a 10 o'clock appointment, you got to wait till 10. Then you walk up there, check in, and then they give you a pager for a door, but it'll say second line. So then you got to go and park over on the side. Most of the guys just park right in the way. But you need to park over on the side, and you got to sit there and wait for the driver that's in that door to get empty. Then he'll get called out. Then it'll beep at you and say, go back in the door. Then you got to sit there and, and try to fight with the mess, get into the door. And then, and then you're late. And you're sitting there, and I've been in there, and it's like having a 9 o'clock appointment. I've not gotten out of there till 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Having that first appointment is a way to go. I always yell at them, get the first appointment. It's just the way to be. And he actually got this one. It's good. It's good. That guy's got some horns up on top of that Freightliner, huh? He has like 4 of those old Kenworth horns up on top of there. Look at this Pepsi guy. I'm not gonna go on the line. I'm just gonna cut. That's exactly what he's gonna do too. Look at this. See what he's doing? I have probably 1, 2, 3. I have probably 3 trucks behind, 4, 5 trucks behind me. There's a whole line of trucks. And what does this Pepsi guy do? I don't feel like waiting in line. It's that, it's a thought of the truckers nowadays out here. Like this Pepsi guy right here. It's the thought of these guys out here. It's in the older days and stuff, when I first started driving truck, there was, there was a togetherness thing. We all work together. We're out here. It's, you help each other out and everything else. And I gotta tell you, then I took other jobs and I was more local and doing this and that. And then I came back over the road and stuff. And when I came back over the road, it is so much different nowadays. Look at this guy. It is so much different out here. People are, it is more, it's the way the world is. The world has really changed, to tell you the truth. And I mean, I don't mean to sound like the old guy and stuff, complaining, back in my day and stuff. But it really has changed, especially in the trucking out here. It is, I'm out for myself. I'll park where I want to. I don't care about anybody else. Like this Pepsi guy, I don't feel like going and getting in line. I'm just gonna cut. It's the way that trucking has gone. It's pretty much the way the world has gone too. It's a more of a, it's kind of like with the masks. With the masks that you wear for this COVID stuff. Everybody's complained. I mean, I've heard some people just go off about these masks. You go in to check in and stuff, and it says no mask, no service. And you go into a receiver or shipper or something like that, and and people all have their masks on and stuff, and then you go up there and some guy walks in and stuff and doesn't have a mask on, and he comes up there and they tell him, you got a mask? Back of my truck. Well, you got to go get it. And the guy just starts yelling and screaming about, the mask, and it's the stupidest thing in the world and everything else. And people are like, no mask, I'm not helping you. Say they walk out and go get their mask and complain the whole time, and then when they come back, they just want to jump back through line. But it's the same way with the mask. People don't understand. The mask is not to protect you. And everybody thinks it's all stupid and everything. The mask is not to protect you. It's to protect other people. And that's hard for people to understand that. They don't care about it because they don't care if somebody else gets it. They just care if they get it. It's the way, the way the world works now. And that's why everybody, I'm not going to get into political stuff, but it's like, we have a new president now, us, and COVID's over, and everybody's all, everything's lifting and all this stuff. It's like, whatever. It didn't solve any problems or nothing else, whatever. But it's like, now you go into places in Wisconsin, I've seen it and everything else. And you go into Walmart and everything else, and there's people just not wearing masks. And they're, I don't care. There's only 2 cases in this whole county. Who cares? Well, trying to knock it out. Maybe if everybody would wear the mask, it would actually knock it out. But trying to get people to think about other people that, hey, you might actually have it, so why don't you just wear a mask when you're in public? It's not a difficult thing. It's not the end of the world. Just wear a mask, and then guess what? You can maybe help prevent this. Look at this guy. He's going to do the same thing. I guess we have a major holdup here at the gate. Whew, he almost hit that Pepsi guy's trailer. I mean, really close. Here we go. Here goes another Costco guy. I just had a text message from John. I guess Tampers just died. There's another guy trying to cut in line, and this ain't gonna happen. And there's another guy trying to cut in line over there too. But yeah, it just is the way it is, you know. So I'm actually going to be taking off out of here. Yeah, Tampers just died. That's really sad. I know that he's been real sick and everything, and I was actually going to call John and talk to him about something else, but I just told him, don't worry. Sorry to hear that. Don't worry about the conversation. It was nothing important. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. We're all locked up at the gate here for some odd reason. But I'm going to let you guys go. It's really sad about Tampers. You know, I know he's been sick and all these issues going on and everything else. It's hard. It's hard when that happens. It really is. I went through that myself with my dog of 13 years, you know. So, I know what he's going through. But I'm going to let you guys go. I'm just going to be running back to the yard, see what the boss has. He probably has all these great plans for me tonight. And then I'll be heading over to Costco tonight, checking in, going to sleep there, and get up in the morning and get unloaded. So I hope that everyone out there has themselves a great day, great night as they watch this here video. And if you're not, certainly just try that all over again tomorrow. I'll catch you later.